So I know I'm not technically taller than a fourth grader, but I'm an adult. I'm a mom. I have 4 kids. Usually, no applause for that? Come on.
Yay.
Yeah. Usually when I tell people that I have 4 kids, they're like, oh my God, 4 kids. How do you do it? You must be super mom. And I'm like, have you met my children? I mean, I don't think they suck, but I mean, that's kind of setting the bar high, you know, super mom, I mean. All right. But I do love kids. I love hanging out with kids. I'd say, like, my favorite age is around kindergarten. I really love 5-year-olds. And it's not because I'm taller than them. I mean, I do tower over those suckers. But I love them because they're brutally honest, you know? And I do mean brutal. Like, if you want an honest opinion about something, ask a 5-year-old. If you want to know if you have good fashion sense, ask a 5-year-old, right? Honey, what do you think about my dress today? Ooh, I like it. You look like an Oompa Loompa. I used to love going up to my kids' elementary school and volunteering with the little kids, right? Because they're so cute or whatever. But they get a little weirded out, right, by my height because I'm so little. They're always just like, are you a mom? Are you a kid? Are you a kid, Mom? What are you? And I feel like you should always respond to children with the same kind of honesty, right, that they give you. Well, actually, I'm one of Santa's owls. Don't tell anybody. And I'm always watching. You gotta be careful. If you're gonna spend a lot of time around 5-year-olds, you gotta, like, get your stuff in order. You know what I'm saying? Like, God forbid you're like, you just started going through menopause, right? You haven't got this whole chin hair situation under control yet. God forbid some, like, little kid walks by and, like, glances up at your chicken neck and is like, how come you have a beard when you're a lady? Again, honesty, right? We deal with this with honesty. Well, one day you're going to have back hair, Kevin. Yeah, I feel like 5-year-olds are like who we would have all become as adults if we just refused to grow up. Unrepenting sociopaths. I mean, as a parent, you do the best you can to make sure that your children don't grow up into sociopaths, but it turns out it's actually really difficult. One of my sons, when he was 5, he didn't show a lot of emotion, and it kind of freaked me out, right? He was like the Vin Diesel of children. Like, having any emotion would ruin his personal brand. And I started to get really worried, right? Like, maybe he would grow up to be a serial killer or something. So I was always looking for ways to, like, work on him with his emotions. And so one day, I'm trying to help him learn how to, like, buckle into his seatbelt in the car, right? And if you are a parent, you know this is serious drama trying to help a kid with a seatbelt, right? So, like, I'm working on it with him, but it's like negotiating with a hostile terrorist. Instead of being worried that he's going to, like, throw a bomb at you, you're worried he's going to, like, revenge poop in his brand new SpongeBob underwear, and then you're going to have to clean it up. So I'm sitting there, I'm trying to help him with it, and I can tell, I mean, he's got to be really frustrated at this point, right? We've been going on for a while, so I'm like, oh, honey, you look frustrated. And he's like, I'm not frustrated. Again, I'm kind of getting freaked out with, like, no emotion thing here. So I'm like, well, how are you feeling? Like, are you feeling like this? Is this how you feel? What's this? And he's like, no, that's happy. Okay, what about this? I make a sad face, right? Is this how you're feeling? And he's like, no, that's sad. And I'm like, all right. So I try to put on my best frustrated, right? Is this how you feel? And he says, no, that's gas. When my daughter was 5, and my daughter is here with us tonight, so sorry. When my daughter was 5, she still hadn't learned how to swim, and it was because she refused to put her head under the water. And my husband and I had tried everything we could think of to teach her how to swim, and it wasn't working. So we finally decided, all right, we're going to go ahead and enroll her in swim lessons. So we signed her up. The classes were every day for a few weeks, an hour a day. By the end, she was supposed to know some basic strokes, right? So we signed her up, and at the end of the 2 weeks, I go to pick her up, and she's like, Mom, I know how to swim. And I'm like, well, that's great, honey. Do you want to just go ahead and show me? She's like, sure. So she jumps into the pool, and she starts swimming. And she's basically like doggy paddling, right? So her arms are flailing, and her legs are going all over the place, and she's doing everything she can to keep her head above the water. And I'm like, honey, that's great, but that's not swimming. Can you put your head under the water for me? And she's like, oh no, I can't do that. And I'm like, are you kidding me? I just spent like $300 on these classes. So as a parent, I'm not above bribery, okay? In fact, I feel like it is a really important parenting tool. It should be used as liberally as possible. So I say, honey, if you will put your head all the way under the water, I will buy you a giant bag of M&Ms. And she says, what are M&Ms? I mean, are you kidding me? What are M&Ms? I mean, I know as a parent, I'm kind of the type who's like from a 0 to 10, I'm pretty high up there on the scale of health nut. But somewhere along the lines, I had accidentally taken it like all the way past Gwyneth Paltrow. So I'm like, okay. I mean, I'm thinking back, I'm like, I don't know about you, but like I loved M&Ms as a kid. I was like an M&M gourmet connoisseur, right? So like my mom, when I was 5 years old, she worked for this charter bus company, and she used to take senior citizens on vacation tours of the Midwest. I know, right? Dream job, I know. Yeah, the greatest generation really knew how to party. So one time, she goes on this trip, and she brings me back this little miniature Louisville Slugger. It's like this tiny little wooden baseball bat, right? Not because, as a 5-year-old, I was a baseball fan, but because she knew that I would love to use it to gently and meticulously crush my M&Ms so that the outer candy layer sort of crackled evenly without breaking the M&M. And then I would peel off each tiny little piece and savor it. And then I would take the chocolate middle and place it on my tongue and allow it to melt. It wasn't so much eating M&Ms as it was like a religious experience. So here's my daughter, right? She doesn't even know what M&Ms are. So I'm like, all right, fine. What am I gonna do here? I guess I am super mom, right? If super mom is the type of person who deprives her child of not just eating M&Ms, but being able to create a ritual around them, like I know you all did this too, right? Then clearly I am super mom, right? Because it's not so much about crushing M&Ms as it is about crushing small children's souls. Super mom, yes. Anyway, I ended up offering to bake her a cake. And of course, as soon as I did that, bloop, she goes under the water all the way to the bottom of the pool. And she ends up coming up, and as she pops out, before her eyes have even opened, right, water's all over her, she shouts out, I don't have to share it with anyone, right? I get the whole cake. I don't have to share it with the brothers. Because unrepentant sociopaths. You know, what are you going to do but love them?
Thank you.